Holy shit, the boys are live an hour and a half late, but it's nonetheless exciting that we have the privilege of being here today together as one. Today, I got Dylan on my right, Kyle on my left, Bill in the middle. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Doing good.
Wow.
Don't.
Thank you.
Well, I was given time for, I answered. Now,
You're never getting
I hate when he
this
opens
is
like
a
that.
bit that's 6 years old that he won't give up.
It's
It's a 6-year-old bit. He refuses to get. You know what? It's not even 6 years old. It's 5 years old because he used to do the intros and he used to sell it. What happened to you, man?
He comes in with
You've
so much
changed.
fucking energy, and then and then I somehow have to meet him there, and then he gets pissed when I'm not
Doing good cop, bad cop.
on level 10 with him, just shaking like a rat dog.
I want that donut.
I just want to say hi and not feel the pressure.
just having it right.
Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. AI is getting good.
Have we ever thought about how it can change history?
We've talked about it extensively, and it's too much.
Have we?
You're being too much right now.
Or is that just what
Let's
AI made
reel
us?
it
Is
in.
AI finally weaponized bioluminescence? Are we finally there? Oh, gentlemen,
What are we talking about AI though?
we're not.
We're not.
Okay.
We're
Tonight,
gonna start about Xbox.
we're talking about Xbox.
Xbox.
Oh yes, the new CEO of Xbox Gaming was
The
a former
AI
Who has no idea about gaming, and
Yeah.
it's so damn
Weird.
clear. I don't know what an Xbox is. I think it's just a brand at this point, and I think that that's what they want it to be.
I definitely do. Like, because I just went back
Should
to Game Pass, and it's
Back
still.
up a second and explain what was announced.
Oh, true. Okay.
Go ahead, pass the buck,
So the new Expo, what do they call it? Project what?
runway.
Project Runway. Project something. It's essentially the new console. It's I don't know what they're calling them at this point. Some people are calling them like micro PCs or hybrid consoles. But the idea is it's going to be very like in the same kind of light as like Steam Machine, where they want it to basically just be a console that you can connect your controller to, but essentially it's a PC. They're not doing like first party anything anymore. At least if they are, it's going to be released on all platforms. But it's going to be just a kind of like an affordable PC at this point. Steam
Project
Library,
Helix.
Project Helix. So it's definitely it can call itself a console, but it's very loosely a console at this point. So
Because supposedly you can install Windows, you can access Steam, it supports both console and PC games.
Yeah, what I imagine is it's going to be their graphical interface to the light version of Windows, and it's what it's going to be. And I'm kind of loosely excited for what it means for Windows in general, because Windows I've talked about this before, but Windows is being pressured heavily from SteamOS, because as that continues to roll out and finalize, more people who just want to turn on a computer to game, which is a pretty big use case for a lot of people. They have the ability to launch SteamOS, and it doesn't have all the overhead of a Windows PC.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to do with the Xbox branding, I think, is they're selling this gaming machine. It runs like a PC. It's just computer hardware, like all these things are. But what happens is you get you're going to get Windows Lite, or I maybe they call it Xbox, which is Windows but running like, so you get EXE, you can run executable files, and you get Windows Explorer and all the stuff that you would expect with a Windows machine, but it doesn't have any like the bloat
Yeah.
and
More
background
streamlined.
operations and much more streamlined updates and stuff like that you would want to expect for a console. Like when you turn on your PC and you haven't turned it on in a week and a half, you have a shitload of updates. PlayStation, once a quarter you might have like a major. It's not like
Yeah.
you don't have
I
to
don't even
do
notice
it
half
all
the time because mine's always on rest mode.
Yeah, and
So
rest mode
it just-
automatically
it
downloads updates.
when I'm not.
See, so there you go. So I think they're going to try and drive towards that experience for these kinds of users. But I'm really curious to see the price point of the next consoles, because with what AI has done to the consumer hardware market is disgusting. I just looked up RAM prices. I bought my RAM. Geez, not even 6 months ago, maybe 5 months ago, and I paid $150 for top of the line CL28 DDR5 6,000 megatransfers per second RAM, 32 gigs. $149.99 was what I paid 5-6 months ago. Whenever I built my PC.
Right.
Today, that exact RAM, if you had to guess, what do you think it costs?
500.
It's like almost $600.
Jeez. Ah, jeez.
It's
Ah,
almost
geez,
$600
Scoop.
for RAM. Or
That's
memory
crazy.
is what they call it.
Yeah.
Now. But I don't know how much subsidization
I don't know.
that they're
So
going to do with the PS6. I don't know how
we
they.
know.
It's got to be $1,000.
Well, we know that consoles operate on a loss, anyways. But I guess the question becomes, how much are they willing to lose? You
Well,
know,
and
like
they don't have
before
a competitor now, right?
we don't have a competitor. I mean Nintendo, but like those are vastly different types of gamers. I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah, that's that's like saying the Steam Deck is a direct competitor for
I
the
think
PlayStation 6.
the-
I don't.
PS6 is still pretty far out.
You think so?
I
You think they're
I've
going to
changed
delay
my
it
opinion to I think it's not. I don't think we're going to hear an announcement.
this year?
Mm-mm.
See, I think we held that episode that episode a few back where it was announcement this year, release next year.
For some reason, I'm feeling like no. I'm feeling like, especially since I know we were going based off the time frame of the PS4 Pro and how that whole thing worked, but just because of everything going on price wise, I don't know.
Well, and I also
It'll be
think
interesting to see.
why.
I think
Yeah.
people are just going off of like historically, and I don't know if it's as I get older, time just moves quicker or something. But I feel like PS5 just launched, but that's not true. It didn't. But they've typically have like a 7-year lifespan. So even though there's been no official announcements, that's why people thought there's going to be something this year. But I don't know. At this point, like, do they need to? They don't have their. It's like the Cold War without Russia. Xbox is killing itself off, so like PlayStation is their game as far as console goes. It's like their war to lose
Yeah.
at this point. So do they need to rush something out? They've
That's a
made
really good
they've
point.
made some interesting like announcements. Nothing's been official. Now they're talking about like Sony's talking about like dynamic pricing, where like
Oh,
yeah, like it's really turning me off to Sony lately. Some of the stuff they're
Oh.
saying. I don't
Let's
know if you,
explain the dynamic pricing.
oh,
how the idea is like pricing for things will be based on like popularity.
Ugh.
trying to get
Yeah.
rid of the scammer so that they can
Yeah.
almost scalp their own product. So they'll like dynamically
They'll be-
price it.
There'll be like caps, but like unpopular things will like start to be like less pricey, and then more popular things like
It's like
dynamic
games?
price. Yeah,
That's
like when I say Sony, I mean Sony PlayStation.
yeah.
This was something that they talked about. I don't know how concrete it is, but this was a statement made by them that they're exploring. And I'm like, oh, I don't like that. And that a part of that stems from the fact that like if they are the only one, they start doing weird shit like that. You know, it's
Because
like,
they're like, where are you gonna go, motherfucker?
yeah. So that
When you're dealing with Sony, who also is that Sony Media Group, which is what's their name? Sony Media Group. They're like own all of the
Yeah.
music market. Like
Yeah.
so
I
they're
am not a
incredibly
huge
greedy.
fan of. I've talked about it like offline and on the podcast. I'm not a huge fan of like these like hybrid things where they're trying to make console PC hybrids. I'd rather just be all in or not, you know. But I will say with some of the announcements that's been coming, like with stuff like that, like dynamic pricing and how PlayStation is now taking back they're against like third party thing, like they don't want to release their first party titles now into third parties, and it is kind
They're
of
going back on
Yeah.
that, huh?
they're going back on it now.
They're not
Um,
doing Steam launches of things
No.
anymore.
they've decided, and because they don't have competition anymore, so
There
they're
was-
starting to go back.
One last game it's like this is gonna be our last game for a while.
Yeah,
Is what they said.
I'm just
Sony said that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, what the fuck is the point of owning a
No,
console?
no, our last game to
No,
release
no.
on PC.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, Jesus.
I do feel like part of me wants that PlayStation because I don't want to miss out on some of that stuff, but like it does
so
as a
greedy.
consumer make me want to like make the transition like fully
Yeah,
to PC.
I know it's one of those like head ethical.
Yeah. Like I mean I PC light. Like I have like a game laptop for like things that I can't play on PlayStation, that kind of thing. But like it makes me want to like fully push into that instead. That's what I've been thinking lately.
That's crazy. It'll be interesting to see how greedy they go, because they don't have. There's no one in that space, and it's like, yeah, they are competing against
Yeah.
themselves. So
And Xbox
why would you
is
want to price things
releasing-
aggressively?
Xbox is releasing all their titles to PlayStation, and now they're doing it at launch.
Yeah.
Like Outer Worlds 2. That is a Xbox owned title that released same day on PlayStation.
It's so weird when you boot up Outer Worlds.
and
'cause
it
it
says
says
Xbox
Xbox Game
games
Studio.
and you're playing on PlayStation. And you're like, okay.
That's their fuck you. Yeah.
But like Starfield's coming out next month
Mhm.
on PlayStation.
wow.
Avowed came out. That was an Xbox title. And I think they said something of like the Halo, the remaster that's coming out.
Could you
is
imagine
gonna launch on
playing Halo
PlayStation?
on PlayStation? That's
I think it did
yeah,
get announced.
That's full circle.
So it's just they're like we're getting their titles. They're not even fighting us anymore. They're moving away from consoles. Sony's gonna do whatever the fuck they want at this point, and it becomes like it feels dirty to like support if that makes sense.
Yeah,
you know,
I'll
like
pay my $70-$80 yearly subscription to play games.
But if they actually do release this dynamic pricing thing, I would love to know more about how it works. Like what are the floors and caps for that? But like it's just I don't like it.
I mean, so I see the benefit if it's an unpopular game. Like, I don't want the price to increase, but I would like to see if
That's how they're going to market it.
I know.
We're supporting the developers. It's really for the developers to dynamically, drive more revenue to the indie devs. And
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Well, see, I would rather much see don't increase the price at all past like whatever its release price was. But like if a game is garbage and nobody buys it, then because there's ton of games still on Xbox Game Store and PlayStation that are full price because they unlike GameStop, they don't drop. Like these prices because they're digital stay the same price. So, and the only time you get them on sale is if it's a sale. So I can see the benefit in older games, but I still don't like the idea of it, but I see that aspect would kind of work at least in our favor a little bit.
It's gross, man.
Like Starfield, for example. I know it's coming out, and it was a popular game, but it's been out for a year or a couple. On Xbox, it's still, full price, $50, $60. But in reality, if we had the dynamic pricing and it worked how I'm thinking it would work, the game would probably be like $30 right now because of how many people are playing it, how popular it is.
Yeah, I just feel like Nintendo can be its own self-sustained things because I feel like they have such a library of games that you just expect to play on the Switch or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many Nintendo dedicated titles. And it doesn't ever feel like they're tied to a specific generation, weirdly. And I mean, we did the episode a couple back where we went in depth of, what defined the PlayStation 5, and it was like, what was it, 4 or 5 titles? Maybe?
Yeah.
It was one of the weaker, I think.
This has been a weaker launch
Yeah.
or a weaker generation all around, which we knew that.
don't-
PS4
it's
was
gonna be
just a
interesting.
banger of an era, is all.
It's hard to, yeah. It'll be interesting to see what they do if they just maybe they just sit on this for a few more years, and we just have the PS5 or PS Pro Plus comes out or something stupid,
Nintendo's resilient like they don't really need to compete. And then the times that they have struggled, like they just are really good at figuring out how to adapt and change to survive. Like there's that story of like when the Wii U launched, Nintendo was really struggling with that, and that console was an absolute failure. Um, and instead of laying off employees, the CEO uh literally got rid of his salary
I remember that.
for like a year straight, made no money, so they can keep paying all their employees, and then took like a massive bonus when the Switch
came
launched
back.
and they came back, and so he, he got it all back. But like, I don't think you would ever catch anyone in Sony or Microsoft doing shit like
Taking
that.
it on the chin.
You
Yeah.
know,
Well, they also come up with products that there is no
competitor for
You
'em.
know, yeah,
Yeah.
it really isn't. The Wii came out in a space that didn't exist. A camera that watched your movement and worked as well as it did. For what
That's-
year did it come out?
That wasn't the Wii.
What do you mean?
The Wii was all motion controls.
Well, it had a sensor, not a camera.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, sorry. I guess
Because the
sensor.
Kinect was the camera.
the little silver bar that you
But it
put
didn't
on the
work
top of
very
your-
well.
Yeah,
Connect the launch
Kinect.
was not really.
Well, that
good at
was their
tracking.
response
Yeah.
to the Wii, and that never took.
Yeah, and
Okay.
PlayStation Move.
Yeah,
they tried.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
with the little ball.
With
on
the
top.
ball, dude. Yes. Holy shit.
And even Steam had the Steam.
PS has had some weird products.
But the
man.
Wii came out in 2007.
2007, and,
Yeah.
and like that idea, and there was no market for. They created a market for that, and all of a sudden there's this. It was like VR, but it was successful.
Yeah,
It
it was a
wasn't this
gimmick
niche
that
thing.
caught on.
Yeah,
Like it was like Guitar Hero, but it lasted.
Wii U got a weird version of that, and then they moved on. And then what they do? They reinvented the They reinvented the handheld market,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where they came out with the Switch, and now they're in the second version of that, which is just a little beefed up version. So they kind of compete against themselves in creating their next vision of how are we gonna create a new product that really changes the gaming space, and they're kind of competing in their own realm.
Kyle, would you say you're a Nintendo fan? Kind of, like not hardcore. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a diehard
like
fan.
as
But I definitely, there's been something on every generation, except for like the Wii U generation, that I could get behind.
I think we're pretty similar, and I wonder if you're the same thought process of me. Like, I'm kind of tired of Nintendo always doing some type of gimmick.
Yeah,
Like, I want them to release an actual like
GameCube.
yeah, like a high quality like console. Because
Why?
I'm tired of these games being held back by the system limitations.
Oh, you want a Souls like Mario?
No, but I want them to be able to go crazy.
Go crazy like
'Cause,
something
like,
that.
Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom struggles. Like, there's certain cities you go into, and the Switch you drop to like 20 frames, and it's like this game. The idea of this game
Could be amazing.
could be amazing, but you're forcing them to work on this.
Antiquated
This-
software.
Well, not
hardware.
antiquated, but it's a gimmick.
Yeah.
And it's like and imagine like a Pokemon game with like the budget of, I mean, I'm sure it's got the budget of Elden Ring, but like with the scope of Elden Ring,
yeah.
love it.
I was just talking about this with a coworker about like, because he's a diehard Pokemon fan, and he was saying like he loves the idea of what they've been doing recently, but he hates how like dated and limited everything looks. Like when Pokemon Arceus came out,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like that new like open world, and like, oh, this is cool, but it looks like a mobile game.
Yeah.
And it's like, is that a Pokemon thing or is that a Nintendo thing? Like
That's, in my opinion, that's a Game Freak thing. That's
Yeah.
a Pokemon, because you have the flip side of that. You have Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
yeah, it looks great.
Looks great.
What if they did that? Let's say they did that, and it
Mhm.
was. They probably would go balls out to the wall. I mean, whatever they do, they whole ass it, right? They have the vision,
Yeah.
and they whole ass it. Let's say it's the best performance-based console in the market, and it had this would be crazy, but they wouldn't do this. But they have Steam and Xbox Game Pass on it, where you could play exclusive Nintendo titles, but then also leverage full Steam.
That would
And-
never happen.
And so now it's like
Your one-stop shop.
your one-stop shop.
That would be amazing. I don't think that'll ever happen, but I would love it.
So that's what I feel like they're trying to do with the Project Helix. Is they're really trying to? And Nintendo is never going to be in that game.
But
sphere,
what?
You know, but
Let me ask you, why not? Because the Switch.
ask
you told
Nintendo.
me,
They are so yeah.
They're-
well, but you told me that the Switch had
told me.
the Switch had The Witcher on it.
Switcher.
So what?
It's Switcher. Get it right.
Is it a remake?
They changed
It's
it.
Mario as
Yeah.
Geralt.
You know what's funny?
Geraltio.
Skyrim that released on the Switch. They had a Link costume.
Oh, really?
On-
Like a
in Skyrim.
unique skin?
Yeah,
Well, so,
But-
so they obviously are open to. I mean,
they're
that
open
has-
to taking other people's titles. They're not.
So that's what I'm saying.
They're
So
not pushing theirs.
Nintendo stays exclusive. You have to have whatever this thing
This
is,
console.
but you can then also access Game Pass and Steam and all that
I
stuff.
Okay,
guess I
so I
could
get
see
what you're
them-
saying now. Okay, so they could do it, but their machines aren't powerful as is enough to
No,
do
not-
something
not
like
currently.
that. Like they're basically just pimped out phones at this point. Like,
But if they went balls to the wall, like what Dylan's saying,
with the
that's
Switch
that's
2?
the next thing. They've done the handheld, they've done the sensor Wii stuff. Now the next one is just balls out performance, and then
I
you
would
get
love
like
that.
that'd be kind of crazy. Dan says, "Can't wait for the Helix console." That's what we're talking about right now, to be honest, and what that's
kind of
gonna
go back and
transform.
forth. I want to hear more about it. Because I know it sounds like I'm ultimately deciding how I feel about it, but we still don't really know much about
Yeah, it's kind
what
of
it
still
is,
a rumor.
you know. So whether or not they have a really good presentation on it, will ultimately decide for me if because I'm not like you. I don't like buy everything. Like I'm more of a one or the other. That'll decide for me whether or not I'm gonna lean Sony or Xbox this time
Well,
around.
now
If I
I'm-
do it all, if I don't switch to PC entirely.
Now I'm a one or the other. Like especially with what Xbox has been doing and like.
How we talk about Sony
Yeah.
having a bad generation, Xbox's was worse.
But
Like,
here's
yeah.
the thing. And I see both sides. Xbox Game Pass leagues better than PlayStation.
Well,
Leagues.
what if the whole idea of the consoles, like you mentioned earlier, is that they subsidize them so that they can be way price competitive, and you get in, and because they're trying to. The cost of acquisition is high, but once they have you on the platform, you guys are gamers for life, and you pay the subscriptions.
Yeah.
and that's that. So, do you think that Xbox and Microsoft are strategically thinking about this, where that next console comes out, it's sold and framed as like this PC, but they can subsidize it as a console because they'll do like a 2-year free or 1-year free Game Pass subscription with every console sold. And the idea is you'll be hooked. Like they're gonna sell you so hard on it that you're gonna be hooked on, paying for it, and then that's their model to subsidize it. Because that to me is the only, because if you bought an Xbox console and then didn't use Game Pass and just played it Steam games, then they have to sell it for what the hardware is worth,
right.
because they're just going to lose their ass. But do you think in their minds they can make Game Pass as sexy of a product to get you hooked and say, I'm not going to have this experience without Game Pass?
I could see that. Well, especially with already Game Pass is already sexy enough. Like from a consumer standpoint, looking at
Not at $30.
Yeah,
unsubscribed.
not the price tag.
Well,
That's-
I unsubscribed from Game Pass and I was strictly on PlayStation. And then for a month I resubscribed now so I could play some games I wanted to play. And just going through the library, I'm like, what the fuck? Like
This is amazing.
PlayStation. What the
Yeah.
fuck? And so I think yes, they throw in the free one, and they also obviously advertise and have it front in your face.
Yeah.
But I think that would work
They
because
throw
it's
in
a
the
good
free
enough
one.
product.
Yeah, they throw in the free one, and they give you the highest tier where you can play day one Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You can even do some like cloud shit or whatever, like just weird stuff. They package it with everything so that they can sell you on what it is, and then is that enough of a hook? I think that's the angle that they're going to try and play on, and it's going to be interesting. I see the vision of what Microsoft's been trying to do with everything's an Xbox and kind of honing and refining what that vision is over time. But
Wouldn't it be crazy if I almost kind of want this if PlayStation gave up on the like
exclusives?
PlayStation Plus, but allowed
Game Pass,
Game Pass.
We're
We're getting
into-
wild. No.
getting wild and crazy.
Why
territory.
why not? If they could do a revenue share on it,
Right?
why wouldn't you want that?
Yeah.
And Xbox wants to get in on that because
Xbox would
in
do
their
it.
mind,
Sony would not at this
they would
point.
chip away at their market share, I think. And but then
Yeah.
if you're Sony, it's like we just added 1,000.
I
titles.
want a curveball thrown into this. Like I want
Flame?
Sega or Atari to come back with some genius shit
We have the
that
Steam box.
blows.
the BlackBerry.
Yeah, BlackBerry makes a console. I have
Or Apple makes a console.
jokes aside, I have wondered why
Ugh.
if
Ugh.
Apple's ever thought about it.
I'm
Were
sure
you
they
gonna
have.
say that just now?
Yeah,
No shit.
I would be hesitant on an Apple
I didn't mean to steal
console.
your thunder. Oh
But,
god, it would be
you know,
worse than Sony.
Yeah, but I wonder if they've ever thought about getting it. They actually did in the 90s. They did, but nothing ever happened with that.
Yeah, I would not. I mean,
What would that
See,
even
okay,
look like?
but
like,
here's the
is
thing.
there a company that could get into it? Is it too late in the?
A playable version of every Apple title.
So here's the
TV
thing,
show.
though.
It's $1.99 for this, $5.99 for that.
It's
I'm-
free, but you have to pay $1,000 a year.
I'm icked out by it, but I was also icked out by Apple TV, and they've been putting out some high quality shit.
They have not taken their foot off the gas, even though nobody was using it, and they
And
just
so-
keep going.
If they follow that same like, they would win me over with the Apple game if they just were like, here's some absolute bangers.
And you know, whatever they're doing, they're gonna whole ass too,
Yeah.
just like Nintendo.
So even though I'm initially icked by it,
Yeah,
I
but
feel
what
like
is their? They'd have to come out with probably 15 to 30 games.
What
I
if
fe- they
Samsong
would.
came out with
It's any game on the App Store.
they already have yeah.
my
That's
TV could
weird.
do that though? Like,
Yeah, that's weird.
what if Samsung came out with a console?
I don't think any company's looking at the console market like, yeah, we,
We
need to get in on
At-
that.
At this point in time, it's just statistically just a fat loss. You know,
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
if this was like a different generation, a different time period, you know, but
what about like an OnlyFans exclusive console, and it came with 5 free premium subs or whatever?
So what would you play?
Them
Porn games.
exactly. Just a porn
Them?
console. I don't know. Just making shit up. I don't know, man. I think console gaming is relegated
we are
to Sony only.
yeah, well, and Nintendo, but
Yeah.
I think we are starting to see like the beginning of the end. Now it's just a question of like how long does it hold on? You know, like how long is the
Well,
end,
And
quote unquote.
I think they shift to something else. Like we're seeing Xbox shift to being more just games as a service, not a console, but
They're
here's our-
shifting
cloud
without
stuff.
coming right out and saying it. They're shifting towards just PC only. Like they're making moves towards that. How funny would it be if like they all do that and then like Steam comes out with just a pure console after like they did like not like a Steam machine,
Steam's
but,
going
like-
private.
Yeah.
All PC players
Yes,
cannot
and
play
Steam,
Steam
and you can
games.
only like Steam goes private and it has no like
Fucking worst thing ever.
You want access to your Steam library? Yeah, gotta buy the console.
you gotta buy the Steam console.
Then that gives you a license for your one PC.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, talk about overnight just deleted.
That would be an insane shakeup.
I mean, how many daily users? Let me ask you this: how many daily users turn on their PlayStation? Never mind, like playing a game, but turn on their PlayStation and
I can't even hazard a guess.
what
Millions?
is it? Tens of millions?
I think it could potentially be tens of millions.
Because Steam is at like 50 million every day logged
Yeah.
into Steam.
Because
So that means you have to turn on your PC and then launch Steam. I don't even know if you need to launch a game. I think you just need to have Steam open. But it's over 50 million, I think now.
because besides the people that play game on the consoles, I know some people who use it for like Netflix, Crunchyroll, all that kinds of stuff.
It says in November of 2024, they're averaging about 118 million active users per month.
Per month?
Yeah. They don't have day numbers.
Yeah.
Daily active engagement was estimated somewhere about between 43 to 57% of PlayStation owners were daily users. So, like, whatever that is of how many PS5s is sold, I don't even.
What was the number?
Anywhere from 43 to 57%
Of daily.
were daily users of their PS5.
Yeah, I mean, so that's...
PS5 units sold.
So is it fair to say that Steam and PlayStation have about the same user base? Is that right?
They must be doing numbers. They must be doing PS4 numbers and PS5 numbers.
Yeah,
combined.
just PlayStation, which I would
PlayStation,
include.
yeah,
just
because
PlayStation.
PS5 has sold a little under 100 million units so
Okay.
far. So
Should be anybody logging into their
if they're doing
PS account
118 million
and 40%
daily. No, like that's the monthly users.
Yeah.
So that must be across PS4 and PS5. And then of that 92 million of the PS5, about 47 roughly PS5 players are. So there's almost half of 92 million are logging in daily. And then you add all there's I guess significantly more PlayStation 4 players still, which is
Well, with Steam, I mean, regularly on a day in, day out basis gets like 40 million.
so
No.
surprisingly the numbers look pretty
Pretty much the
comparable.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's
I wonder how
closer than
many
I thought
do
it would
both.
be.
What's that?
I wonder how many do both.
There's probably a lot.
Probably a fuckload, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Uh,
So what is the total market for gamers? Not mobile wannabes.
like how many gamers are?
Is it like 100 million daily gamers?
It'd
Gotta
have
right?
to be, right?
It's a billion.
1 billion. Well,
1
what's interesting
billion.
is, so this is just Steam. There's a lot of PC games that use their own launcher.
Yeah, Riot.
It's crazy that the
Etc.
all-time peak, which makes sense, it's growing. All-time peak was 2 months ago.
Yeah, that I'm shocked it hasn't peaked. Usually this is pretty.
It's always growing. It's always peaking.
Wait till GT6,
Oh yeah.
GTA 6 comes out. That is probably going to tick this over to 60 million, I bet, one day. Has that gotten delayed again?
I don't even think that they've announced the release.
They haven't
date.
said
They
anything.
just stopped
Yeah.
talking about it.
They're kind of radio
They just
silent.
they just released, and that meme is just ever persistent. We got this before GTA 6.
Yeah.
On anything that comes out. We went back to war before GTA 6. Like, holy shit.
November
There.
19th,
November 19th.
apparently.
That's official website right there.
Well, that's AI overview.
No. Right. That first one, Rockstar Games.
Hi, everyone.
How
Yeah.
official is their own website, really?
You know, as we were talking, AI could be changing our history. And we wouldn't even know.
I would hope that we would be somewhat aware, but
We have what's called the Wayback Machine.
They could take over that.
yes.
No. Do you know what the Wayback Machine
do.
is?
The
That's
Wayback
awesome.
Burgers.
We can get a
Pretty
Wayback
good.
burger. I want my Wayback.
But what if the Wayback Machine starts being infected by AI? I'm not going down the rabbit hole. I won't derail.
So I've been thinking
He's
about starting
really
another
trying.
playthrough of Mass Effect.
Ready for this? Guess what game I'm thinking about starting to
Hold on. Let me hit that.
play through.
Let me think. Uncharted.
That'd be hella random. If...
Hold on.
It should be obvious.
Should be.
I don't want to say it.
It's not. It's not. Well, it is sci-fi, but
It doesn't rhyme with ass effect.
it doesn't rhyme with Mass Effect.
I just finished that one. It was great.
You're not doing it.
What? Doing what?
I wanna
Modern Warfare.
do a corpo run through
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. I really like
It's time for a replay.
this new.
Nothing new added. Just a good old comfort game, you know.
I love how he gives you a hard time when he's still playing a game that came out in 2004.
Guild Wars.
Hey,
Hey,
the alpha release in 2004.
What's different about that to you? Like me
Cyberpunk?
replaying Cyberpunk versus you playing Guild Wars for years.
over 20 years at this point.
Because when I go and play, I'm not a cuck.
It's a beautiful argument.
That's great. Great.
No, because I don't know what is the difference. One's a live service game, and the other one's not. No, I mean, when you, I don't know, man. There's nothing. The outcome is known.
The outcome's known on Guild Wars. What's
Yeah,
changing?
but I don't play the story. I farm shit. I kill bosses. I try new builds. I
But
try new
that's
shit.
so we've already discussed this. You are a value gamer. You like gameplay. You like stats. You like numbers. Me and Kyle are both kind of story-ish. We have different blends, but I replay a story, and that's where I get my fulfillment. Just like you're grinding for loot, I'm getting that story.
I guess
fill.
he
the
doesn't play
difference
games to
is-
have fun.
No.
No.
The difference is every time I play Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars 2, played today. I
Hypocrite.
No, I have honestly I booted it up, but I'm progressing
Drug
my
addict.
account. Like I'm doing events, which is farming gold, whatever,
Yeah.
and I'm progressing my account. When you do a playthrough, it's self-contained. Oh, I created a character, I beat the game. Now I'm gonna create another character, I'm gonna beat the game. I'm gonna.
I
Well, I've
you're
explained it like
oversimplifying.
this, the way-
It's
so one-
self-contained.
I don't need constant progression. That doesn't
Yeah.
do anything for me in my brain.
It's probably
I
not
don't-
even healthy that I. Like
I
it.
don't get any satisfaction from getting titles or
Yeah.
seeing a bar move up. Like I don't give
Totally
a
fair.
shit about that. For me, and I know like, cause you're like a huge fan of like good quality like cinema. For me, there's no difference going back and playing a game like Cyberpunk over and over again or Mass Effect over and over again than there is watching a really good movie over and over again. You know, we've seen, I mean, any movie you could think of that you've seen more than once.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Every time you go in to watch Lord of the Rings, you're not thinking, I've already seen this once. There's no fucking point in seeing it again.
I
That's
don't, yeah.
I can't separate that.
I
For me, film and games
That's a
It's
good.
the same.
are the same thing.
Yeah.
I can't.
don't-
Yeah, mix it.
I don't have that feeling at all. It does not scratch the same itch in my brain for some reason. I don't know why.
Like you
I don't know if I like-
can be a lover of stories, just not in your games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird, right? I don't know why.
And like I would say that my memory's not perfect. The same thing as like a movie. There'll be parts that I remember vaguely, but being able to re-experience them and be immersed and experience them, there's something different about them than knowing like I know that Songbird, betrays you. But going through the story, there's something different about that than just like in my brain. Like it I don't know.
Yeah, for me, like I said, for me, it serves the same purpose of like going and
That's a
watching a
good
good
analogy,
movie over and
yeah.
over again. Like I'm not
Which
gonna,
I don't mind.
I'm not gonna not watch Interstellar just because I've seen it once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Would you say the story of Mass Effect is as good as Interstellar?
Ooh.
no, so here's the thing. It's very different.
And it's almost
Um,
hard to compare because one is a concise one film story.
I would
compact.
say that the lore and like the characters, and the world that they've built is better than Interstellar. But what I would say narratively, what Christopher Nolan was more effective. Like there's no moments. There are moments in Mass Effect where you're like, yeah, this is, but there's no like docking scene.
Yeah.
Like there's no. There are games that
You don't
have
like the mini game?
like there are games that have feelings like that rival things like that, like docking scene. But Mass Effect is more about like the whole rather than like a good hour long, and it's hard to accomplish something like that in a game series that can take over 100 hours to
Right.
beat. You know, you're not gonna
At
have a
that moment.
Christopher Nolan level story just for over 100 hours.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be able to breathe at the end of it if it was, you know.
On gas, no brake.
Yeah.
Like, oh God.
I don't know why it's different in my brain. I don't know if I
I think it's
want
just
the director to present a story to me where I'm just along the journey and not doing anything active and just kind of taking the story as is versus a game where it's all independent.
I think it's
and-
how you started
yeah.
when you were a kid.
I think it's
You
how
learned young that games were for playing and movies were for relaxing.
That's right.
And me, I don't separate the two.
it's your view
probably exactly
point on
right.
games. I was gonna say the same thing. Like
I want to
you
play the game.
you look at a game a specific way, that it is made to be optimized. It is made to bring you value. No, like it's made to have deep systems that you can work through. It's not made to tell you a story.
Yeah.
It's not you don't like you played through Mass Effect for us and you enjoyed it, but you didn't go to it because of the story. You went because we told you to go to it and you enjoyed it, but
And I love the story.
yeah. But
Like,
to you, a video game is not meant to tell you a story.
I feel like you would like Mass Effect better if it was a TV show than
Fuck
you would as a
Yes.
game. Like,
100%. It didn't get canceled right before the Reaper showed up.
yeah, like gets canceled like
Yeah.
right after like Jacob's like daddy issues.
Oh
with
my
him.
God.
And then it gets canceled.
Oh God, that'd be so bad.
Right there, too.
right on his character defining.
When we are announcing this is our last episode, we're not going to
I'd
finish
be
the
like,
season.
you finish it on this
What if
one?
in the TV? What if they? Oh,
They'd have to trim a lot of fat, but I would like 3 seasons, 8 episodes each, just really tight, good story, hour-long episodes.
I just thought of the worst thing ever. What if they made Mass Effect? I can't believe we're fucking talking about this. What if they made Mass Effect the TV series, but the director was like a big fan of it, of the series and everything, and he felt the best way to move the story forward was to kill Rex.
Just to
Oh.
make controversy.
Well, not even that, but that was like he had a very exact reason. Could you watch the show if he decided to do that? Because you just
I probably still
hated that
would because
action.
it's Mass Effect,
Yeah.
but I would
You'd
be
hate
like
watching.
Well,
disappointed.
I would say rather than Rex, because Rex, that is an option. Rex can die. I would say make it more egregious than like Garrus gets killed off.
see
From the
now it's not
suicide
even-
mission, like
Or even in the first
you know that
the
if they
first game.
made it into a TV series, they would not make it the perfect playthrough like how we've
Yeah.
optimized it. They would make it messy because
Yeah.
that's how you make TV entertaining.
Have you ever
So-
seen or heard an argument for killing Rex of why it makes
Yeah,
sense?
because if you kill Rex, then you can convince Morden not to cure the genophage, and then you still get the support of the Krogan and the Solarians at the end. It's the only way to do it. But like, you know,
Wow,
'Cause
that makes
otherwise-
the third game hella easy then, because
Yeah.
those both give you
Yeah,
insane.
Rex is too smart.
morally, yeah, Rex is too smart. He always figures it out if Morden doesn't cure the genophage. His stand-in is dumb. Doesn't know. So like,
Grunt.
yeah, like
No,
no,
Reeve.
it's
Oh,
Reeve.
Reeve,
It's
Reeve.
like his half
Yeah, yeah.
brother. Morally, like I could never bring myself to do that because you were just doomed the Krogan species to extinction, and they show it at the end. Like they just die off and die. But that is the way you have most assets. So if like you're a heartless character, pure renegade, then that's the only reason you would do that.
And what if the director found himself, like J.J. Abrams, found himself a space cowboy and was like,
J.J.
"Yeah, Rex
Abrams.
needs to die." God.
Rex is like voiced by.
I wonder if more people would watch because of that decision, because of how pissed off people would be then.
That's it. See, that's what people are afraid of
I
though
know.
when things get adapted, like
Mhm.
stupid shit like that.
Well, and with how ingrained these stories are,
No.
one wrong dialogue option in the show, and you're like, "Fuck, man! It would have been so cool if he said this." I don't know why. It wasn't-
See, so I see one side of that, but then I feel like we have had it's tough. We've had adaptions that are so bad. And it's not because they're changing little things. No, they're changing huge things. I don't know. Have we had an adaptation that it's well? I guess Rex dying would be a pretty big thing, but it can happen in the games. Like Master Chief, always taking his helmet off in the Halo show, and like
Yeah.
half the show being about this random character. I don't know if we've had a game adaptation that only has changed like a few things, but otherwise has been fucking.
The Last of Us.
What did it change?
Minor things here and there, but it's basically the same.
And so people still loved it though.
The first season.
The first season, yeah.
Second season was polarizing.
Which
Which is funny.
second game's polarizing.
The second game was polarizing as well.
Yeah.
But even the second season, it pretty much kept everything the same.
You know what they need to do if they ever come to it with the show? Take the entire universe, the storyline of the Reapers and everything, and just do completely new, like do a different cycle.
Well, do different.
Do
Don't do Shepard.
Focus on
Don't
different
do Shepard.
characters.
Exactly.
Have everything that's done in the game like canon still
But just
happen,
different
but have a
characters.
different character focusing on a different aspect of the war altogether.
That's why I know very little about Warhammer, but I'm excited for that because of how open it is as as like a concept.
What is the story on that? Because Henry Cavill has been working on that for how long? 2 years
There's
now.
there's so much involved in the Warhammer universe that like this would be more than an hour long discussion.
Oh, you're that in, you know about it.
I know a
well.
little
I
bit.
know a decent amount of it. Yeah.
So he's busy though.
Yeah.
Like cranking
Yeah, he's-
movies.
It's a series.
Henry Cavill is doing
He's-
a series. He's
Is it just a series, or is it like they're trying to launch like a Marvel?
I think they're
level-
trying to launch a universe, but they're starting
Yeah.
with one to see how it goes, type of thing.
Because they've had short films that have done really well for
Dude, the number
Warhammer.
of Warhammer fans is fucking ridiculous.
The more I hear on a different involving games, but the more I hear about the Elden Ring movie, the more hopeful I am.
I haven't
about
heard
it.
anything.
What?
What have they said
This is
about
an
it?
Elden Ring movie?
Yeah, it's being produced by A24, which they're
do
generally
good.
they have a good track record. This would be their biggest budget movie though. This is like full AAA like and the guy, forgetting his name, he actually played through and beat the game and like read every bit of lore to like soak in the experience, and he said he wants to create the greatest video game movie ever made, and he's like very vocal about it.
I'm gonna need fat rolling in it, and I want to see what the boiled crab guy is up to.
But what is his name? Elden Ring movie.
And then what's the?
I don't think
what's
you
the
could tell the
Defiler?
story
What's
of the
his name?
game. I think you go Shattering or some Radahn's the main character. I don't think you do the Tarnished.
I don't think Elden Ring sets itself up for a really good story.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I think
you
it
don't
does.
do the Tarnished. You do the Shattering. You do an actual part that has a story. Because the Tarnished is kind of just, I'm gonna kill the next biggest thing. Like that's
So he
God.
wrote.
like so you could have that story, but it's so not Elden Ring.
the
So he's
Shattering.
No. Like the way that movie will present, it's not going to feel like the game. Like if you made a Mass Effect TV series or whatever, it would feel like the games. Whatever you do as an Elden Ring movie, it's not going to feel at all like.
I think that
You're gonna
I think
enter a
that they're
room
gonna
and
do
fight
boss
a-
fights. I think they're gonna like he's making it seem like so his name's Alex Garland. So
Oh.
he wrote Ex Machina, he wrote Annihilation, Civil War, he wrote all the 28 Days, Years movies, weeks. And he wrote all the Devil May Cry games. So he actually has written games as well on top of movies.
So what is it going to be a one take movie? Or like one scene where he's exploring the open world, sitting
Well,
at
that's what I'm
bonfires
saying. You
and going
do
to-
you do
different
the
boss fights.
Shattering. You don't. I don't think that would work. I don't think the story of the Tarnished will work.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't think the Tarnished is too open of a story. Whereas, like,
they'd have to do something set in the established lore, like
Yeah.
the Melania versus Radon. I would love a Radon,
God, that'd be sick.
like
Have
I
him
would
as the
love a
main
story,
character.
like if Radon was the main character, it was kind of a tragic ending, like where it ends with him sacrificing himself to hold up the stars or whatever.
And Melania just nukes herself, or she just detonates the nuke that is her.
Yeah. They haven't really said. Okay,
When's-
so
When's that expected? 2030?
they're in the casting right now, so they're still casting.
Way early.
The most
So he's
popular.
got his script written then.
He's got a script written. Apparently, he played the game and he played through the DLC. And he really soaked in the lore. And apparently, he worked a lot with Miyazaki.
Okay.
Right now, everyone's saying that he's hinted as Vike being the main character.
Dude, I
Yeah.
like that actually.
Vike is a cool story.
Yeah,
I would
He's
like
the
that.
original Tarnished, right?
he's the original would-be Elden Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Got
But
corrupted.
he's a Tarnished?
he got corrupt. He's a tarnished. He got corrupted because he's trying to save his
Maiden.
maiden, and he ended up the
He
frenzy.
wasn't.
How cool would it be if the movie ended with him being like an epic battle with the tarnish from the game or something? You know, like something like that.
with the fucking double samurai?
Uchigatana.
But they haven't said explicitly who.
That's your tarnished.
But Vike.
Not mine.
But Vike has apparently beaten at least 3, like, or at least 2. He has 2 great runes that he got somehow. So that there's a lot of freedom narratively in there, but there's also, it's still tied up enough into the Elden Ring world that it could be very entertaining still.
That would be cool. I
I'm
could
gonna
like.
need like a parry of epic proportions.
I would want to see some crazy, like, From Software boss fight.
Oh, it has
In
to be
it,
with
like,
the
yeah.
epic music just cranked to
With
1,000
some,
volume.
dude putting a dragon on his arm, and like I want to see something like that, like comparable to that.
So my question: how do you make that not look silly?
I think
in a
honestly,
movie.
you just have to go into it, and no matter what it is, you have to treat it like it's the most serious Oscar-worthy scene ever, and I think that's the only way it works. I think you just pretend like it's not silly, and
Yeah.
and you just own it, and I think that's how you make it work.
It'd be cool to see him harvesting the runes. Like he collects he cuts out their heart or something like that, and it's like a shell, and he crushes it and just absorbs all the runes, and like
the
that's how he
runes give
kinda-
you power.
Yeah.
yeah
Right, so like I would love to
that.
see him actually, like, what that would look like story, like in a movie, what harnessing a rune would give him in a fight.
Yeah.
You know, like stuff like that. It could be really
Does
cool.
he go and what's the stinky dude's name? He sits in that
The
room.
dung eater?
The dung eater, the
Yeah.
defiler or whatever. Or is it the dung eater?
The dung eater, yeah.
You think they tell that story? Because that one's hellacious.
No.
I don't think that would
Fit
would
in with
sell.
anything. Like,
Yeah.
oh, fellow traveler, I fucked the corpses of a.
Vike also fucked a dragon.
Yeah.
He had so
Well, she turned it.
so the dragons can turn into human form, and he actually
Yes.
not just his maiden, but he fell in love with
dragon.
a dragon lady as well. It's like there's a lot you could do with Vike.
Is that Deciduous or
Decidusax?
Placidusax?
Is that the one?
I don't.
It's
remember.
not the great Placidusax. It's not that one.
No, dragon.
I just you could really
He actually married the dragon, Landsax.
Land
okay.
Sax.
Which one's that one? Is that the white one in Altrius Plateau or Atreus Plateau or something?
Where is
Altus
Land-
Plateau?
I mix all the dragons up. I forget
I
which
know.
ones are where.
Or is that the one right in the beginning? I
That's-
feel like Kyle's right in that if they take it super serious in the sense that
Altus Plateau.
Altus
is
Plateau
where-
is that one.
Yeah.
So if they take it super serious where it's just pure manly epic boss
Yeah.
fights and just sick, I feel like that would be cool. If they try to make it like Minecraft movie where it's like, I've stabbed a dragon, like don't include that fucking loser dude that steals from you in every game.
Patches.
Don't
Patches?
include Patches.
Why not? No.
He'll probably have to have a cameo, but I don't include him, because that's not. I don't want to see. I don't want to waste screen time of him fighting Patches. one-on-one.
I think what makes Vike an interesting character is because, like, you know how it ends up, but there's so much freedom in the story of how he
Mhm.
gets there that I think that narratively it could be really cool. I would love to see like the tragedy of Vike, go through all that.
Or
Who
Volcanic
we
Manor.
thinking? Benedict Cumberbatch.
No.
Well,
he's just
apparently they've already cast a few people.
They've cast.
Yeah. So far, there's 3 people attached to it. The main guy is
John Bernthal.
Ben Whishaw.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
This guy played Q in the James Bond movies.
Oh,
I don't know if he got cast as a protagonist or a villain or what.
Or you're just gonna see a dude in like full Havel's armor.
Gideon
Is he gonna
Offner.
be gearing up?
Gideon
whole time.
Offner's the all-knowing. He could be Gideon Offner.
Dual wielding shields, great shields. Like what?
The
What
wall.
build are we rocking?
Well, Vike had
It's
a
gotta
spear.
be sword and board. Oh yeah, if it's Vike, you're right.
Vike has a
He has to have
spear.
a spear.
That's that's the weapon you can get from him at least.
I
It
guess
would-
that he imbues lightning, right? So that gives you a build then to pull. Like picking that character allows you to then assume
have
a
an
build.
established
Yeah.
build. Yeah.
Where it's not like, why'd you pick that? Fucking Great Hammer's way better.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I was-
Robert Pattinson is rumored as well. I could see someone like him doing. After watching Batman, I could see him in action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, we haven't talked about it when we're an hour in already. Dune 3.
Damn, this is like a whole episode. Dune 3.
talked
Do we
about-
get into this?
Dune 3. Stay tuned. Dune 3.
You heard it here first.
No, Timothy
Dune.
Chalamet. My favorite thing, he did this interview and he said,
Oh, I'm.
"This is the what? You're out on him."
No, I'm reading. He's hated right now because
Everybody hates him.
Oh,
I don't know
hold on.
why. I didn't
Tell,
read up
tell
on
me
it.
why in a second. But he did this interview and he said this is the eeriest Dune movie of all time.
Oh.
I swear to you, I read the word eerie 1,000 times over the next week because everybody was clipping it like it's gonna be eerie. I can't wait for this eerie vibe of Dune. Blah blah blah. Anyway, it's coming out later this year. Freaking stoked! I cannot wait for the conclusion of this world.
I wanna see a
this
trailer.
series.
I wanna see a trailer.
I'm hyped.
I so want the Galactic War. Like, just a little. Don't have to show me the whole thing, but I love the technology in this universe, and I want to see it.
Technology.
Well, so we wait. Were you guys? Did we talk about this a little bit already?
we talked
did.
about this not on the podcast.
Because Robert Pattinson's in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
playing a villain.
yeah.
We
So
were kind of like iffy about it because he's playing one of those like
Morph.
morphers that can
Yeah.
look like
Chameleon.
anybody, chameleon type things, and we're kind of over that narratively. It's been done a lot.
what is the hate on Timothy Chalamet?
So
What the fuck happened?
in an interview, he said he wants to do things that are of value and important, like art wise. And he says he doesn't want to be the guy that's doing useless like things that nobody cares about, like
Like
ballet,
indie?
like ballet and opera. He said that-
Oh, what a softball!
and everybody's ripping him apart right now and saying like how dare he go after the ballet and opera and I'm like half the people that are like on his nuts about this did not
Don't even-
care about the opera or ballet until he said something and they felt like they needed to be some type of way.
Never shit on art.
I
but
personally, if I'm in a position of power like that, just a position of influence that he has, I probably would be a little bit more
Careful.
careful and cognizant and aware of like what my words might affect, like because I wouldn't want to put anyone down just because they like the ballet, you know what I mean? Like it may not be for me. Now if I'm hanging out with you guys, I might say some shit like that, like no one cares about the ballet because my words don't have the same level of influence, but I'm not going to hold that against this guy because he made a comment on that. Like
Yeah.
first off, like he just made an observation of what he's been feeling and like why do we care so much about what his opinions are anyways? He's just a guy. He's making a movie. Like why do
And
we
this is what
care?
his
Like,
value set is.
Yeah,
It's like,
like-
I want to do stuff that's important. What he's talking about is what's important to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
why do people get so hung up and caught up on like how celebrities feel and talk and say
God,
like
it's weird, man.
like they're just people. Like you
it's
don't have
weird.
to, you know, as long as they're not saying something crazy and outlandish.
Yeah, I thought you said I thought you were gonna tell me a story of where
Yeah, he said that he believes that the
Paul
Nazis
Atreides
were
is gay or something,
correct.
and he
Oh,
like
yeah.
just something to totally tank. We're focusing on the
Yeah.
So-
diversity of his character.
But Dune 3.
I'm really excited. I cannot wait. I'm so bought into the Dune universe.
Have
it's
you
not even funny.
Have you been continuing to reading? I
Mhm.
know you're reading.
Mhm.
Where are you at now?
Still, I have not made as much progress as I would like. I'm still at the beginning of the book, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah?
I don't mind the writing style yet, and there's a lot of groundwork being laid initially, so it's a little dense right now, but it's pretty cool. So it helps that I'm really familiar with kind of a lot of it so far.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a familiar universe. You know, at least you know the Vision Denis.
They use a lot of other languages right now. Where like they're introducing a lot of like terminology, and you're like, whoa. But again, because I'm kind of already familiar with it, it's not overwhelming. But boy, that would be dense to get through if you're, progressing. But anyway, I need to probably step up on because I want to have the book read, but for sure, and the first few books actually read by the time the third movie comes out.
Have they set
so.
a date?
I think it's Christmas time. It's like December. Let's see. Dune 3 movie release date. Yeah, December 18th. Yeah.
Nice.
Damn.
Boom.
And we don't even have a trailer yet. That's crazy.
Right here.
That's the
Right.
official trailer.
Cinema Surge.
They need a few more brandings on it, I think.
And the quality.
IMAX Real Deal WB Legendary Dune Part 3.
This is all of those partners' YouTube channel name.
Cinema
Surge.
It's
Well,
real.
hold on. How fast can we find the word eerie on this page? Do we? I guarantee you it's on the top search. Eerie.
Oh. You guaranteed.
You lied.
How do you spell eerie? Is it eerie like that?
Yeah, you got it right. It's EERI.
Oh. I'm telling you, I swear I read it.
Because we're not
like
signed in, so we're not
1,000.
getting your algorithm.
Yeah.
You're right.
Your
was
algorithm wants you to
feeding
know
me.
it's Eerie.
It was feeding. it's
And
got-
my algorithm apparently wants me to know the world hates Timothy Chalamet for disliking the ballet.
And yeah, it's protected me from that gossip.
Eerie. Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now and a Ledger in the Dark Knight. Of course, you would say Ledger in the Dark Knight.
He compared himself to Marlon Brando and Heath Ledger. That's pretty bold.
Yeah.
But
Now he's out on.
fuck this guy.
And ballet.
If I would say anything, my performance is very similar of some of the greatest performances that have ever
Ever.
existed.
I'm right up there with him.
So yeah, I guess you can say it's a
And
pretty big deal.
supposedly it's gonna be around the same time as Avengers Doomsday. So we get in Doomsday.
You know what? I'm not hyped at all about that. I'll wait to see when something comes out, but
This guy's already read the plot.
I think I'm
he's
I'm
so
not.
out on
I'm just.
it.
I'm so not
From
in the
guy who
world of Marvel.
cried at the Avengers campus on Disney
Yeah.
to a guy who couldn't be fucked to watch a movie last.
I mean, that
5
kind of just
years.
tells you how much they fumbled.
Life changes, and they just.
Everyone called it. Everyone called it. Stop saturating with B-rated product. Nope.
I've been saying that
Pump.
since the first one that really officially let me down was Doctor Strange, and I've been feeling that way ever since.
Multiverse Madness.
Yeah.
The not really multiverse. Of
Yeah,
madness.
The
Three
one verse.
multiverse of weirdness. I don't
It
know.
was one universe and one scene where they went through a bunch of universes, but like maybe two,
I'm not
three
gonna
at
lie.
the
What
most.
was the movie that I watched where was it Miss Marvel, or the one where they did the Bollywood dance?
That's Miss Marvel.
and then she like
I still haven't seen it.
destroyed their son
No, didn't she
and-
restart the
or
sun?
restarted it. And like, oh, I hated it so bad.
But then we
Oh
got,
my
like, Loki.
God.
which was really good.
TV shows don't even do it for me. Like,
Loki was so good.
He just is.
I kind of got into Daredevil a little bit towards the last half of the season, but that was a letdown.
Yeah.
Like,
Season 2 is about to come out soon, I
yeah.
think, right? We've got Jessica Jones back in it.
Punisher? Any good?
I like Punisher.
Okay.
But
I love Marvel. It's not that I don't love Marvel.
hates
I just need like the MCU is what is
the
Killed
issue.
it.
yeah. Like between the three of us, like I probably read the most Marvel comics.
question.
Yeah.
Well, so then, so you just want everything to be like one off? Is that you're
No,
okay
I
with that, or
I
I
don't
feel like that's a lot of the.
I don't
gripe.
mind an like an overarching connected, like any of that. I don't mind that. I just have been really let down, just like you said, the oversaturation and like the quality of everything just wasn't
Shit.
been
Well,
there.
just because they kept pumping.
They're just cranking it out, and they were doing quantity over quality, and I don't know why. Like everyone in America was telling them that, and they're still pushing, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think Fantastic Four was like a step in the right direction. We'll see like what happens with
Well, and
Doomsday.
it didn't help along with the quality thing. I wanted to add that like the whole Kang, Jonathan
King,
Majors.
Boy,
but
that
honestly,
fucked everything, huh?
It did, but at the same time, like I never felt like that was gonna be that
no,
good.
well, they weren't building up. They fumbled it. Like it was supposed to be this big thing they were building up to, and it just felt like
I
it
never felt Kang's hype the way that I did Thanos's.
No,
Like I never felt like
It felt forced.
yeah.
And like even in the Ant-Man, like I didn't even see Ant-Man 3, but like they make it seem like it's gonna be this big old deal, and then they just beat Kang.
He gets his ass
anyways.
kicked by Scott.
Yeah.
Well, Ants,
You saw Fantastic Four, right?
his favorite.
Whoa. Did I like that one?
You don't even remember it.
I remember what it looked like, but I don't remember.
I think you thought it was.
You said you liked it like 6 out of 10, I remember.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
thought it
said
was just-
you more liked it than disliked it, but it was like barely above.
I remember the girl who played there's a girl. What's her name?
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah. I thought she did a really great job.
Pedro. But you said Pedro doesn't do
Oh,
it for you or
fuck,
something like
that's
that.
right.
right?
Like you said you don't
That's
buy
right.
him as like the world's
Smartest
smartest
man.
And
man.
then wasn't it Johnny? You didn't like Johnny and the Thing, maybe
Yeah, I don't know. It
Johnny
wasn't-
Storm.
So that came out. Is that the last thing that came out? No, is it the Thunderbolts
Thunderbolts
No,
came out before, this.
that? Was that the
I,
last thing?
I
that
think
came
so.
out? No way. 2024? Nothing came out last year?
I think that
That's
this is an
crazy.
old photo.
Yeah, I know it is.
I don't think Fantastic Four came out that long ago.
Wonder Man came out,
The TV series.
the TV series. That's the only thing I can think of right now.
Film.
Craven, the
Well, those are Sony, so we don't think of that.
Morbius.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think it was
Thunderbolts was in March. Was
Yeah.
it in March?
Thunderbolts was in May 2025, right?
April 20. March.
Yeah, Fantastic Four came out in July 2025.
Okay, so July of last year was the last Marvel film.
So they took it to heart, I guess, of we need to slow the fuck down. And that's when they hired the
So
Russos
That's
back.
the
and-
first. That's the first movie of Phase 6 was Fantastic Four. The next one is going to be Spider-Man: Brand New Day, which is a year after the fact. So we have
Fuck
one
yeah.
more movie before Avengers Doomsday.
AI, it doesn't even work good, like on Google. Like
That's
there,
insane.
I'm like, what is the last major MCU film release? And they're saying Deadpool now. But you got a different answer too. Like,
I know.
and I hate that it puts that right at the top.
And
Yeah.
it makes you believe.
Yeah, and you're like,
So Spider-Man, cool thing. I know he's your favorite.
Cool thing.
Destin Daniel Cretton, he did Shang-Chi. So there's probably going to be some cool fight scenes in it.
Wow, the one half
Mm.
decent film that they made in the last 8 years, and they never followed up with a sequel.
but they said, here's Spider-Man.
We're gonna milk the shit out of Spider-Man, and there's
As
no
long
shortage of
as it
enjoyment
makes
there.
$1 billion every time they do it, they will.
All right, guys. Here's my $1 billion idea. We do another Spider-Man.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
god!
And
God
this time,
damn it!
Genius.
Fire her! She didn't bring that up.
Yeah, I'm
This
gonna
time-
go with that guy.
he swings, and we have him actually call it his Spidey sense.
Whoa.
And he doesn't just swing with webs, if you know what I'm saying.
We have full-on frontal sex in the film.
In the film. Real. It's basically porn.
So is this Amy Pascal?
Well,
Oh,
because
no.
Sony, she's
She's not Pedro Pascal.
no.
Amy Pascal.
I'm like, the Pascals are
No.
way oversaturated right now.
She's
I'm done with the
um,
Pascals.
she's Sony's like CEO or of the film division. She finally stepped down. I
It's
think.
still a partnership, Sony and,
Yeah.
and Marvel. So like
Look, there's still an untitled Shang-Chi. It could be
Blade, which
Yeah, but these guys have
Blade is canceled.
I
I'm
don't know
pretty
why.
sure Armor Wars. I don't.
That's the-
That's not coming
Bro,
out.
look at this shit. You know how bad these films are gonna be. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna
By
be
these film, we're not showing anybody what we're looking at.
Okay, so Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. So they have Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yep.
And then they launch right into back-to-back Avengers films
so Doomsday is
with
going to
no
be
setup.
completely about Doctor Doom. Basically, the way that'll end is all of the galaxy's most powerful heroes are going to go to Battle World. That's what Secret Wars is about. In the comics, that's actually the original way that Spider-Man first got his black suit, because he wore it to be able to compete with, because he was getting his ass kicked with how powerful a lot of these people were, and the black suit gave him an edge.
Black suit being Venom?
Yeah, but the original origin of it was
It wasn't Venom.
it didn't.
Oh, it wasn't an alien?
Yeah, and so I think that they're gonna, if they do this, they're gonna make it much more in line with that origin than
So you're
when it
saying
got
my
retconned.
Doomsday is gonna be featuring primarily Spider-Man?
No,
But Secret Wars? Yeah, no.
Secret Wars again. I don't think these aren't like Spider-Man heavy. These are very big cinematic. Like if it's based off the comics, these are gonna be big.
Well, it's like Infinity
Set
War
piece.
Endgame.
It's gonna be like, the final battle in Endgame. That's gonna be just like nothing compared to what they do on this battle planet. If they do it, I don't know what they're gonna do with that. They've announced the cast is crazy. They're having all the X-Men in it. They're having every.
Well, they're gonna milk this
hero
shit
that's
out of
ever-
Doctor or what's his face, Robert Downey Jr. Right? I mean, 'cause
I think that's what turned me off the most. I'm not gonna lie to you. When they announced he was Doctor Doom, I'm like, okay,
they're just
like-
it's just fan service.
yeah.
Milky.
So what's crazy is Anthony and Joe Russo were looking at their film
They haven't had a single real.
since Infinity War and Endgame. They haven't
didn't-
had.
They didn't do everything everywhere all at once.
They no go up.
Oh,
Billy.
they were.
They
producing.
produced it.
Okay,
Um,
that was a good movie.
The Gray Man sucked. I saw that. It sucked. Cherry
With
didn't
what's
see
his
that.
face? Yeah.
I never saw it.
It's not good.
The idea is like they're some elite force.
Yeah.
I don't get that vibe from him at all, but whatever. It wasn't great.
Did you ever watch Electric State?
No.
I didn't. That's got Chris Pratt and
Oh,
it's like robots.
Netflix is hawking this at me, begging me to watch, and no, I don't like his hair, and I sure as shit don't
Like his hair.
I sure as shit don't really like Millie Bobby Brown. So
That's
bluff.
who's in it. But it's funny. Nothing they've released. I mean, nothing that they've directed that came out was good.
I
God, they've
thought
been hired by
Extraction was
Prime.
entertaining.
Well, that's why I said directed.
Oh, okay,
They didn't direct that. They did the story and screenplay.
gotcha.
And I like Extraction 1. Extraction 2 was okay, but number 1 was really good.
I never saw Cherry.
I mean, you, me, and Dupree. What do we think?
That one's
Incredible.
pretty good for
It's
2006.
funny how they went from You, Me to Free directly
To
to
Captain-
Captain America Winter Soldier.
Listen, we have a
What they do TV wise in between.
They did a lot of like Arrested Development and like sitcoms and things like that.
television. There we go.
So 2006,
LAX. Okay.
Carpoolers
Comedy Show.
Community.
Oh shit.
They said that not ironically, but funny enough, them directing a lot of like ensemble comedies helped them when it came to Avengers movies because
believe
they
it.
got really good at directing large
Multiple.
group efforts.
Huh.
That
And,
makes
like,
sense.
Yeah. And being cognizant and aware of like story threads. You have to do that in a TV series that's been going for a long time because you need to be aware of everything that's ever led up to it. So I said it was almost like training to direct a movie like Avengers.
So Avengers.
Maybe they
Doomsday.
just I mean, because obviously their arc in MCU is legendary,
Yeah.
like what they did. Maybe they're just better at stuff like that rather than like focused standalone. Maybe they're
Could
just
be.
better at like
Like,
I don't
know.
like that they've been employed by Amazon Studios because everything Amazon has touched has been dog shit.
you loved the Rings of Power.
I do, but because I'm a simp for Lord of the Rings, objectively, it's
What
not
about-
great.
Isn't Foundation Amazon?
No, Apple.
Apple.
Oof, that one's good.
Royale.
Oh, V-Bucks it got
Fortnite?
more expensive. Did you guys see the big announcement?
I
I don't know. anything
read it
about
for a
Fortnite.
second.
So for $10, you no longer get, or some shit, you no longer get 1,000 V-Bucks. Now you only get 800.
Oh shit! No way, really?
They're up in the price
Damn.
of V-Bucks.
You know, okay. I
I don't even know what those
I wanna
are.
go off
It's like their
in-game
in-game currency. Yeah.
want to go off on a side tangent a little bit about something I saw that
Do it.
ground my gears. Okay,
Wow,
ground
they
'em.
grounded them.
They
And then
grounded 'em.
sprinkled
They didn't
them over
grind
a
'em.
Quesadilla.
they're ground.
They're
That's
gone.
The post process of that action, they're ground.
Pokemon. Okay, Pokemon Go. Okay, I
Gotta
don't play
catch
it.
them all.
I haven't played it since it first came out in like COVID, or it was like around that time when it came out.
Yeah.
Anyways, some of my coworkers play it, and hearing what they were talking about and justifying, it sickened me. So I don't know, were either of you guys big into Pokemon growing up?
Yeah, I mean, at times, yeah.
So you know, like how you could trade with your friends and
Oh, yeah.
stuff. So for
One of the coolest
Pokemon
features
Go,
ever.
you have to have currency to trade with friends. And guess what? You can buy that currency for 99 cents, motherfucker. They also have a fucking
Gyarados.
no. It's like it's a battle pass.
Ew! To like give you fresh fishing ponds to catch Pokemon at?
No, to give you. Do you want to try and catch Mewtwo? Then you better sign up for the battle pass.
It's a fucking gotcha mechanic
It's
that you roll to then like potentially get Mewtwo.
so. From what they said, it's guaranteed
to get Mewtwo.
to get Mewtwo, but you still
But you
have
have to pay for it.
Yeah,
What do the
And
people
I'm-
who are into it? What are they still hunting? More of everything?
I don't know. I don't.
Isn't there people who've caught them all?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, it's got to be right at this point.
Well,
There's,
there's
not
like
that many.
there's raids, and then they have Pokemon.
They have raids.
They have raids.
What the fuck are we
Pokemon
talking
Go?
about?
There's
I kind of want to download this.
When I say
game right
raid,
now.
you're gonna be disappointed by what a raid is. Raid is everybody signs into a lobby.
and then
there's
they
one
simulate
boss,
it.
and it's a DPS sync. Like that's it. There's the only strategy is what Pokemon do I send up that are type. You
So
know,
raid is literally just spam and attack. Like there's no.
there's no thought besides what type advantage can I get on this.
What? I know nothing about this game.
I'm learning a lot because, like I said, the last time I played it was when it came out on during COVID, and then
The last time I played it was a couple of years before my daughter was born. Me and Tori got like pretty into it for a while to the point where like we would drive to go to places to like go to Pokestops.
yeah,
I remember that being
this
one of
is
the
like-
huge selling
Like
points.
4 years ago, maybe.
yeah.
somewhere around
So
there.
Like now you can get these travel tickets. They might have existed when you were playing too. I don't know, but they did a raid
remember
in
that.
New Zealand from here because they had this currency, another fucking currency in your Pokemon game. Ugh.
Maybe we don't want Nintendo to go anywhere near the console.
Because so here's the thing. This is why, like, and I understand. I play gotcha games. I
You are
I
the target
support this
audience.
business type, and I know it's not good. But the thing that grinds my gears about it is that you have Pokemon exists without all these stupid microtransactions versus like the gotcha games I play. There's no comparison that isn't, doesn't have these systems in it, so it's kind of all we get. But I can play a regular Pokemon game, trade with Kyle without having to spend this stupid fake currency. And it's like they just added it to the mobile game because they knew people would fucking pay for it. And yeah. So that's my tangent.
And with that,
Where can
they
people find us?
Yeah, I was like, you got to tell me. Right here on YouTube every Tuesday.
okay, boomer.
So what do you think's of Pokemon? Every Tuesday, 7 p.m.
I know. I'm
Pacific
actually
time.
thinking about downloading it.
You are.
You like sold him one?
Somehow.
It sounds it sounds like such an abstraction from what it was during COVID. From me, like the whole idea was to get you out and about, and then the model was exactly what you said. Businesses would want to host to be a Poke Shop or whatever, so that they would get traction and foot traffic into the stores. And that to me was the whole model. Now I don't even recognize this game. Raids and pop-up events and
Yeah, and like
The hell?
I was asking him, I was like, do you guys still like have to walk to use it? He's like, oh, not really. Pokemon just show up around you all the time. I was like,
Just show up. The whole point was to get
was
you
to
out.
go Pokemon Go outside.
Pokemon Go get them. No,
But
fine.
now it's
Can I
Pokemon.
DoorDash a Pokemon?
Pokemon Go get your wallet.
Yeah.
Last time I played it was when you and I worked together
Uh-huh.
downtown. Because I remember walking through those rich neighborhoods playing it.
Okay,
That
yeah.
was the last time I played it. Now that I think about it,
How much money does it cost to catch them all in the mall?
Them
Catch
all.
them all.
I was like, "What's the mall?"
The mall.
Thousands of dollars. Whether you travel, use remote passes, or buy inventory expansions. While technically free to play, this Reddit analysis shows remote raids cost $1 to $1.62 per try. Free to play, 50 coins per day limit. Active player costs, buying raid passes, incubators, and bag space. Oh, gotta have bag space.
$50 a month.
Fuck, dude. Maybe I don't download this. In short, it's designed to be completed for free over a long period, but speed running. But who? If you're that into it, what are you speed running? Like a fresh account?
There's regional Pokemon that you can only find in Asia or like Australia. So it often requires international travel to catch them all.
We got a Snorlax here in Lamberia. Just making up places.
So Farfetch'd,
Get over here, man.
Farfetch'd is Asia, and Kangaskhan.
Click on.
I found all my
Australia.
Mewtwo's in Yemen. Like, what the fuck? What?
Go to this one. I want to see. In-person raid. Oh, this guy. Oh, this guy did a full-on.
The Sylph Road. I think the cost for hatches is not really on it. Oh, immediately a defender.
But yeah, see, that's part of the thing too. Is listening to my friends that were playing this, listening to them defend
Oh yeah.
this. When I was like, why are you defending a $1 billion company right now that's doing shady
Because they're
shit?
captured. You know what? We have words for those guys.
What?
Retards. Dylan, where can people find us?
Right here on YouTube every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, or like today we did 8 p.m. We were getting a little crazy with it.
Wild and
A little
crazy.
throwing you guys off. But yeah, come give us a like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you think. Chat with us. Come hang out. You know, don't play Pokemon Go.
Unless
Just
you
get
want to. All right,
No.
you know we're not.
don't. You know why? Because they just re-released Pokemon Fire Red on Switch. Go play that.
Play that.
It's a great game. It's over.
That was the one you played actually.
Or
And Leaf Green.
Yeah,
download an emulator and play it on a PC.
there you
I
go.
fucking said it.
Yeah, and with
Come
that,
get me Nintendo.
So brave. So bold.
they're gonna shut down our channel
We-
now.
Dude, they will actually.
They'll sue us.
They would come after us for all the money we don't have. 100%.
And you know what?
Should we?
They can have it.
Should we start an LLC real quick?
That's an omission. If we get sued, they're gonna play that. They can have it over and over again.
They can have it.
Clearly, he's admitted guilt and he's agreed to terms. So-
And you know
Got him.
Hyper zooms in on your face. They can have it. They can have it.
And I'm signing right here.
They can have it.
Insert whatever document you want. You got to sign. Had my fingers crossed the whole time, bitches. Peace.
They're gonna cut that out.